We are back and actually driving this time in fashion, very on brand in terms of we are obviously Drift Lead. I am Jordan, your host for today. Extremely scared because I am doing this thing driving, and obviously you do not text while you drive. We have a very fun topic today. Measuring success, how to calculate your Instagram ads ROI. Super fun, but before we get into that, if you are brand new to the channel, we are Drift Lead, a performance marketing agency. I usually do this in my bedroom, but today we're doing it in the car, very on brand, and helping you guys hit your goals, whether it be through Google Ads, Meta Ads, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all that good stuff, with the main idea and goal of getting your company, your brand, as much revenue as possible with the help of paid advertisement, CRO, and all that good stuff. Taking a quick step back, obviously the main goal and foundation for any paid ads campaign is, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve when you have your ads running live on Instagram? You could be an e-commerce brand trying to sell as many products as possible. You're trying to sell shoes, jewelry, clothes. Maybe you're trying to generate leads to fill up your sales pipeline for your salespeople so they can go ahead and close deals for, whether it be like a SaaS company, some type of software, or even just a local service looking to get a lot of people. What is your goal? If your goal is something in terms of, obviously the main thing is revenue, but let's say your goal is to really help improve ROAS, so the return on ad spend for your e-commerce brand, that could be your goal. Let's say your goal is to really get the most amount of leads as possible for your sales team. Conversions could be your goal. Or on the flip side of that, you're trying to really make your spend efficient. Cost per acquisition could be your goal. What is your goal? That's the main starting point for any paid ads campaign, to understanding how to measure success. So there's a couple of different scenarios here. Now, with that being said, if your goal is to really drive as many conversions as possible, some metrics you could be looking at in terms of really improving your success and your ROI on Instagram ads could be your cost per acquisition. If you want to get as many leads as possible, the metric you're going to be looking at from a weekly or day-to-day basis is, what is your CPA, and are the changes you are making, are they effectively making an impact on your campaign? If your CPA is not reducing at all, and it's actually increasing, things aren't working at all. You got to figure things out in terms of, why is your CPA increasing, and is that leading to actually people really doing what they can to get your revenue? Now, on the flip side, if your CPA is increasing but your lead quality is improving, that's technically a good thing. If your single source of truth is, at the end of the day, the amount of revenue you're acquiring through lead quality, that's something to take a look at there. There's a couple things you can do. For obviously, for something like that's lead gen, it gets a little bit more tricky. You have to sort of think about, holy crap, I'm making a turn. Sorry, what are we talking about? Oh, lead quality. With that being said, if the single source of truth is the amount of revenue you're gaining, and really taking a look at if your lead quality is good, you may want to implement something like offline conversion tracking to really get a gauge of if these leads are actually following through the sales funnel, and are they closing. Now, you can definitely have it being to rather than tracking your leads, you can actually be tracking your marketing qualified leads, your sales qualified leads, heck, even your closed deals. If that is your gauge in terms of success, that is a thing you want to be looking at, and you could be using something like offline conversion tracking to go ahead and implement those changes. So that's the first thing. Implementing offline conversion tracking for a lead gen or SaaS company is your best bet to measuring the success of your ROI, because I've seen it happen time and time again where people focus on strictly leads or conversions, not really caring about the quality. Obviously, your cost per acquisition is low, but all your leads are bad. You have a whole bunch of Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail, all these emails that are personal, but there actually aren't high quality emails like company emails. So with that being said, a lot of emails, none of them are actually qualified, which means none of them actually make you money. On the e-commerce side, a little bit different. Obviously, someone can make a purchase pretty immediately in comparison to like a year-long sales cycle for something that's SaaS or lead gen. So when you're going through something like e-com, looking at ROAS is definitely your best bet to seeing if things are improving. If you aren't getting as many purchases yet, let's say you have a very high ticket item, you can break out these things from your main purchase conversion to things like added carts, initiating checkouts, and stuff like that to really gauge to see if your actual performance on your Instagram ads are performing. Now, some, I guess, evergreen things that sort of apply to all types of sales categories like lead gen or e-com, you could definitely look at conversion rates. Are people actually converting on your landing page or your website, and what is the rate that they are converting at? You could definitely look at this metric here to help you gauge if things are also improving week over week as well. Cool thing about conversion rate is that for any industry, whether it be SaaS, lead gen, e-com, is that there typically are benchmarks of what the average conversion rate is for certain brands or products, stuff like that. So if you are a real estate brand, there is a benchmark on what that average conversion rate is. If you are a physical security brand, there is a benchmark there of what that conversion rate is. And the cool thing about going about things that way is that you get an idea of how you are trending in comparison to the competition. You will most likely 9 times out of 10 be at the average benchmark of what these other competitors are. Again, it's a very saturated market for any product out there. So if you are performing at the average, technically isn't a bad thing. Now, obviously the main thing here is conversions. Now, if you want to look at things outside of conversion, let's say you want to look at your clicks or how people are converting from that perspective from your ads, obviously click-through rate, cost per click are metrics you can see to really help measure how you're doing if your actual ads, like your ad copy or your creative, is also compelling and engaging for the user. My name is Jordan over here at Driftlead. If you have any questions or any topics or ideas that you guys want us to shoot in terms of marketing or stuff in the paid ads, acquisition, stuff like that, Google ads, meta ads, feel free to hit us up and then we can definitely have that content out for you. Or if your brand or company is having problems with your current existing campaign builds right now, feel free to shoot us a message. We'll send you that free marketing plan. Other than that, we'll chat soon. Take care and bye.